today. Usually on Wednesdays, I only stream in the afternoons when we do the housing tours. But we got a couple of things that's come up. One, there is going to be some uh, realm maintenance, like hardware maintenance, that's going to cause all the realms to be down today. It's not supposed to be until 9 a.m. my time, um, which I usually stream about 1, and it's supposed to last a couple of hours. So that means it should be back up by 11, well before the stream time. But you never know when a maintenance happens. There could be some unexpected things. So I wanted to give a heads up to my viewers that if they're looking for the housing stream this afternoon and it happens to not be up, that might be part of the reason. Maybe we have some issues that come up unexpectedly, and it's just the realms are down for a while. But it shouldn't be that way. It should be up in time. But the other thing is, if you looked at the title of the stream, we are taking a sneak peek at the player test realm. It just went, or they unlocked the door yesterday, and I spent most of the evening downloading it to get it all set up. I'm currently in the process of getting my main character recopied. I already have a copy of her here where she looks a little different than on live, but and of course she's named different and everything. But so I'm in the process of copying her because I kind of want to look at how the changes to housing affects existing buildings. I'm copying a couple characters actually, just to kind of get an idea of what's going to go boom and how it's going to look and everything, because if you can't tell, the plot size for the house has greatly increased. Pretty crazy the size that they've given us. Of course, in a little bit, as we take a look at some of the new things that are available for housing, you'll see why. I was on this character yesterday, and there was a lot of things I had available as far as unlocks for pets and things, and I thought I was going to go ahead and show those off today, but suddenly today all of that stuff was locked, so I'm not able to actually preview any of it. The points that I had for loyalty rewards and everything, they've changed. So I think there's still some squirrely stuff going on because, as I said, this is a PTR. And it is a stability test, so they've already given us warning that there's going to be a lot of things that are in the upcoming content release that we're actually probably not getting to see. We're just getting a little preview of it. The actual full PTR will be available later. So this is just kind of a test. So, but as you can see, this isn't actually a copy of my main character before. I think I started a new one and just bumped her up to level 50 with the little NPC boost that they had. So I don't have anything actually built on the plot. But I do have a little bit of cash on hand, and I thought for some of the things that I can afford to pop out here and preview the new items, that we can do that. So anyway, like I said, we've got maintenance coming in a few hours. So I figured I could come here and show off some of the new stuff in the meantime. First thing that I want to mention that I noticed is on the renowned vendor. You'll see that in the decor section, they have all of these items that you can typically gain through the housing challenges. By what I see here, that's all it is things that you would normally be able to, so like say you are constantly running a particular challenge and you can't seem to get that item to drop, like for example the plush event, I think comes from the Shard Spire crystal thing. I know a lot of people in the past complained that they would run that challenge over and over and over again and would always just get renown and renown and never the plushie. I guess this is your opportunity to be able to use that renown that you've collected to buy the item direct from the renowned vendor. So lots of interesting things. Like I said, it appears to be just mostly items that you can already get by other means, specifically the housing challenges, and now they're completely available through the renowned vendor. Yeah, I didn't check. Yeah, it's just the same on the fabricates and stuff. Now, I'm not really going to be showing off a lot of other things other than housing stuff. So if you're frustrated with me on that, I apologize. This is a housing stream, so I'm mostly going to be focusing on that. Again, my loyalty reward points kind of went floopy overnight, so I had plans to show a lot of different things that I did have access to, but now I don't. So we'll see. One of the new things that we were allowed to test, we are given a certain amount of points and coin to spend and stuff, and I'll be doing that in a little while. But I also got some fortune coins to use. Now the fortune coins kind of freaked me out yesterday. I was a little nervous about even opening it, but it has to do with can't see it here, I don't think, because I've got it covered up, but there's a button to the bottom left. It says Madam Faye's Fortunes. When you click it, you get this. And I claimed a few coins already, so
know what it is. Any hints?
I don't even know how it works. I guess you
Facey.
just drag it over here and it'll spend one of these coins.
Oh, silly
And
yes! Now
you just try your luck. It's like a gambling kind of thing, and I do know that there's a chance that you can get some housing items from here, so so it looks like I got a cash bag and a bag of Omnibits. That's nice. And some Dominion Guard transfer papers. So that's one of the new housing items. It's an actual NPC that you can put on there. So let's take a look. We can get him to come out to play. Let's see. Now, now I have a Macari guard. I'm just gonna add him to the crate, and we'll see what he looks like. And apparently they come in different styles. This one is the male style 1. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, there he is. Wasn't that kind of creepy? There he is. That's an NPC that you can plant directly on your plot. As far as I know, they don't like move around or anything. They're just stationary. But they do have motion, an idle kind of thing. Don't think you can talk to him. I just turned off my edit mode, so it's not like you can talk to him or anything. But you can move him around this way. So yeah, there you go. There's an example of an NPC. Now I've seen some others where they've got some of the exile versions. I've seen the Granok and a few other ones, but this is the Macari version. Doesn't he look pretty decked out there? A little creepy. So currently, I don't think you can purchase these. You can only get them through Madam Faye's stuff. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of keep some space out. Got 2 gold from that. I don't know how many Omnibits. Didn't really say. But anyway, we'll spend some more here in a little bit. I did want to show, again, I don't have the points for it, so I can't show you it in live, but there is a new Osun house. It requires the unlocking of the tier 6 of the loyalty program, but it appears to be just a giant like pillar kind of thing that has some chains, and it looks like a bit of a statue or something up at the top. And then this is a shot of the interior here, where the door is, and then just how it looks like inside. Yeah, no Macari or Mordesh home that I can see. It's possible that I just haven't spotted the options, or maybe there's something that are coming from the shop itself. Um, but that's a new thing there. The, I know there's some new sky options somewhere. I've heard some talking about the Shades Eve version. Um, I haven't seen it myself anywhere. It's possible it's in the store itself, so we'll go ahead and take a look just to see what's in here. From what I can tell, the only decor items is currently a decor pack Orin collection. What exactly is in that, I have no idea, and I really hesitate to spend my points until I'm a little more confident that I'll actually keep what I get, because like I said yesterday, I had way more points than here, and suddenly those dropped. So anyway, here's a falling into the sun, and I've heard a lot of people not necessarily complain, but say that when they use it, it does kind of make them a little ill to watch it. So if you're anyone that's really prone to motion sickness and such, I would purchase with caution. But we do have what appears to be a kind of a metallic ground from what I can see. We may buy that later to check it out. But it's the ground remodel Elden Tech. And that's the only thing in the housing part that I've found. There are some unlocks that include housing stuff. You can raise your decor limit from what I understand. The standard decor limit is 2,000 in and 2,000 out, but if you purchase these, you can bump it up to 4,000, I think is the word. So we'll yeah, increases the decor limit for your home by 500 outside and 500 inside. So it's basically like a license purchase where you just bump it up, and you can have the option of paying either in the PTR, well, the NC coins, or the Omnibits. Now you can see that the Omnibits is cheaper, but from what I'm hearing of those that have been playing around in the PTR, even just this past overnight kind of thing, that the drop is fairly slow. So if you're looking to get it without actually paying money, it may take you a while, unless you're really lucky with, like, you know, the gambling of. These I just got from that little fortune vendor. But so there is the option to pay either way, and like I said, it takes fewer for the Omnibits, but you know, it may take you longer to get a hold of those. I can't really actually confirm, because I haven't actually even gone out into the world yet to see if, you know, because supposedly they drop from world creatures and stuff. I don't know if it's just rares or what, but I imagine it's going to be something that they're not going to want just be flooding in, so it's probably going to be pretty a pretty rare thing. But if you want to just outright pay some cash, you can purchase it right here, the money. It says character slot unlock on the tooltip, which is wrong because we're in the core limit thing, but we'll just try it. So there we go. We got an extra And if you'll notice, you can, if you purchase something, you can gift it. I haven't checked it to see what all kind of bits is on there, but it is allowable. So that's a plus for people that want to share the love and maybe surprise someone with an item from the shop. You get that, and then you just should be just already. Yeah, it was 2,000, and now it's 3,000. Now the limit is counting both inside and outside, so be aware of that. But like I said, you can, I guess, buy it up 4 times, or maybe twice. I don't know. All I know is that the cap is 4,000 or something like that. But I have heard people say that it's pretty bugged, because there are some that say that they only have an X number of items laid out, but it'll count as if they've got fewer or more. Sometimes things disappear, especially around the house area. And currently we can't even go in the houses. Because I tried going into the hatch house earlier today. And boop, you just kind of run away. It's like you can't. Like I'm scared of my home. But I'm sure they have it disabled for a reason. Like I said, this is just a stability test. The reason why they opened it, so we're probably not going to see everything. As far as new items on the vendor, see, like yesterday, all of this stuff wasn't here. My crate was basically empty. How weird is that? I don't know. This thing is just acts so weird. So stuff on the housing vendor. I did write a list down of some of the things, so hopefully I catch them all and can show them. There's the new Orin tint. Kind of goes right along with the Orin vendor cart. Got the little purple poofy on the top and looks like a little hugel. Yeah, we can kind of look at it a little closer. It's a cute little thing. I don't know if there's any ways that you might be able to use it in other ways than its intended purpose. I'm sure people will figure out something, but it's a cute little thing. Like a purple pillow topping, little wooden hugel outside. Then we've got the boardwalk stuff. Now there's quite a few of those. There's the angled piece. And it's basically just planks all nailed together in kind of a sloppy way. And then it's got like supports underneath it. Yeah, so it's got like a metal support. Like if you want to build it around, like someone's got like some canyons or whatever, and they want some kind of walkway up above to follow along the mountain path or something, this would be a good thing. You can use it in other ways, but that's one that pops to mind. Anyway, we have the curved version. If I can get out of here so you can see a little better. Again, it's also got the supports underneath. It's a pretty nifty addition. Let me try and not letting me move it. And we got the gangplank, which is, I guess it's supposed to be like, I don't know, the transition between the two. It doesn't have very much support kind of thing. Maybe it's a little, just a little extension out to the side. Uh, like maybe you have a quarry kind of build, and in one part, you know, you got this little outcropping, and on top of that is, I don't know, some stuff, boxes of things. Then you have the junction, boardwalk junction. Again, it's got the supports, but it's a little bit more straight with just a few extra pieces to the side. Maybe it's where you got a different path coming in. It's one way to kind of blend the two together and make it look a little more like you meant it to be that way. Wait, that didn't sound good. Then you got the lighted one. Basically the same thing as before, but it's just got the addition of the lights on it. If you don't like the lights, you can use the other one and add your own. Then you have the ramp. And look at that ramp. That's a really big ramp. Back off here so I can get it all the way out. There you go. That's the whole thing right there. I don't know, maybe you've, like I said, to me it really favors like those that have been building canyons and mountains and stuff like that. These would be the quick way of getting some pathways, walkways into your build without having to use the individual wooden 2x4s as planks. Then you have the boardwalk square. Is true to its name. It's just a little square with a little bit of strut stuff sticking out. I think I would have preferred some of these boards without any of these strut bits with it. That's just me though. And then we have the last one, the boardwalk straight. I'm sure folks can figure out a way to kind of hide the struts if they want it to be more regular boardwalk rather than something that might be attached to the wall of something else, but that's how they've brought it into the game with all of these metal bits. Okay, the next bit is the cellar entrance. And you can see it's exactly what it says it is. Doesn't have doors on the top, which maybe you can use the boardwalk ones to simulate that if you want. I don't think it's actually usable in any way. Not an actual door. It's just a representation of it. So I don't know if maybe you could probably like hide this over the hatch house if you wanted, and leave just enough of the hatch house door peeking through so that you can actually click it. Like just a little nubbin of it. That way you can still click it, and that would be your hatch house, something like that, maybe. But you know, it's the first time we have a kind of a brick kind of feature. I'm sure people will find ways of using this without actually utilizing the hole back there. They will just use it for the wall feature, probably. Let's see. Taking a look at what it looks like on the bottom. Okay, the bottom looks a little weird. But again, it's something different, so people will find use for it. Kind of a strange pattern there. Okay, next is the river. Many people are going to be loving this. The first thing you'll notice is that it is not swimmable. It is basically just an appearance kind of thing. It's paper thin, so it's not like you'll be able to well, there may be ways that you can make it like have a clear tube of like the glass bits and make it kind of look like there's some water in there. That may be tricky though, because like I said, this is a curved bit, so it's not like you have a straight part that you can kind of make it look like, you know, if you had like two pieces side by side and from on the side view it would look like the tube is full. I don't think you're going to be able to do that, but if you build it so like maybe there's rocks along the side and everything, it does, you know, give you that visual effect that there's some water going. It's a nice addition. I'm sure there's going to be folks using it in all kinds of neat and nifty ways, but again, it's not swimmable or anything. It's just the effect. And of course, as far as I can see, this is the only one that they have the curved river. There you go. You got some running water. But you know, if you get creative, maybe you have you probably would want to build a channel that follows that curve. That way you can have this above, and then with the channel filled, then you know it'll look like you're wading in the water. That'd be the only way. You wouldn't actually swim it. You would just be kind of in it. And of course, it's really rapidly moving, so it might not lend itself well to like a pool kind of effect. But you know, never know what people will come up with. Interesting addition. There's some other bits. Yeah, the waterfall, that would be next. Some more fun bits. We got 4 different kinds of waterfalls. So let's have a look at those. You got the, wow, that's like way over there. And we try and bring him a little bit closer. He's a really tall one. There we go. There you have the regular waterfall. That's the regular one. So again, you'd be wanting to build the rocks around. Basically, build whatever structure, you know, rocky structure or earthy kind of structure you're wanting, and then you'll be laying this in. Just a straight, simple waterfall effect. Now the other one is the narrow version. I'm just gonna place these all here. They're fairly cheap, thank goodness, so not having to worry too much on the cost. Here's the narrow one, and clearly it looks like unnecessarily like a duplicate of that, but I think the difference is, as you can tell, with them sized up quite a bit. This one's much longer than the other one, I think. Yeah, this one's kind of more of a short one, and that one's like a really, really long one. And then you have the split one. So like if you want to have an outcropping of rock, or maybe there's a tree there in the way, this one would work. I can't tell. Yeah, it has a water effect, sound effect. I have my sound turned down, so I wasn't sure if I was hearing things or not. And then you have the wide one. It's short, but by golly, it certainly is wide. So there you have the different kinds of water effects. A pretty nifty addition, I think. It should be fun to play around with that and see what all we can do with it. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be waterfall use only. I imagine a lot of these, and these two and this one in particular, probably being used to make faucets inside your home look like they're actually pouring water. Things like that. This part might actually lend itself better to a homemade pond top. You know, this would be just kind of sunk down into the ground and make it look like a pond. Again, it's got that movement going, so you have to be okay with that. But hey, water is water right now. I'm just happy they've added it. So there you go, some nice water features. Okay, then we have the wooden rope bridge. We've got two versions of that. We've got the regular one. And you can see it's just as it says, wooden rope bridge. Got rope on the bottom for the support, and then you got the rope here. And then you have the short version. Lots of people will be appreciative of this because I've seen many different versions of rope bridges for like treetop kind of sanctuaries and stuff, and now that will be a lot easier because usually when they're doing the rope bridges themselves, they're having to use a lot more items to simulate not only the planks but the rope part itself, and it just can be rough on someone that's trying to keep their decor count down for other things. Then we've got the leafy overgrowth, and I really love these. Got three versions of that. We have the regular one, a nice clump of ivy with tendrils coming down. Good for those that are doing their jungle scenes and don't necessarily want to constantly use the ruby-eyed thinkerhead for all of that ivy little over stuff. Then we have the overgrowth short. Oops, cancel that. And then we got the thin one. Let's pop these all out here. So this is the short one. Basically looks the same as the other one, but the tendrils are much longer. Really nice detail. I love how they've done it. I would have also loved maybe some flat, a flat version, a small, either a little round bit, kind of like they do with the grass. Um, just, you know, for the bits that you want to like show that there's like a lot of overgrowth on top of a structure or something. That would have been a nice, oops, try that again. Then you have the, crank him down a bit so you can see a little better. Then you have the thin one. You can see they all have, you know, different configuration of the ivy and everything, but it looks, it's really nice. This is more for like maybe you have some beams for a building, maybe some ruins or something. That would be great for that, and it would be more like on top of rocks, fallen trees or something like that. Really nice little bits like those. Okay, then there's the metal suitcase. Opening the crate instead of the vendor. I'm sure this can be used in many ways other than just a suitcase, but there you go. Big metal suitcase. Would have been handy for my subway station for the luggage cart. I have a couple of those. Even better if it come in, you know, multiple colors than just the metal. But you know, that's the way we are with the housing. We see one thing and we go, hey, why can't we get that in other colors and that kind of thing. We're never satisfied. There's the Eldon facility column. I'm assuming this isn't in game already. I've not seen it, so I just assumed it was new. So if I'm mistaken on that, my apologies. It looks new to me because I tend to pretty much scowl everything, you know, search it in the vendors all the time. So I'm fairly confident I know what's all on there and what has been around a while. So. Looks, I don't know what you could use it for. It almost looks like a finger. But for those that are really into the Elden themed plots, this would be a nice addition. Let's see, then we got the Exile base. I believe this is also a new thing. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's new. Reminds me of the Ichthian stuff, but just giving the Exile flair to it. I like the little bug zapper. Then we've got the ornate foreign fence posts. Now, I know there's the other fence posts that are more like a vine kind of thing, but this is something different. It would make a good house topper, I think, if you had the capability of building your own Orin kind of version of a house with the roofs and things like that. And then we've got the Ark ship wall sconce. Let's see if I can make that bigger. Just a metal contraption with a bright blue light on it. Nice bit for someone that's building some spaceports, their own versions of ships, things like that. Extra little doodads to use. Then you got the Exile gear lamp. Oops, spelled it wrong. I can spell. Now this reminds me of the Exile mailbox. If anyone's ever used that, there's always that little round bit at the bottom. It always looked kind of weird to me. I thought it was like it meant like the exile mailbox kind of wheeled around. It was mobile or something, but I guess it's this gear thing. But they decided to make it a separate item. You don't have to use the mailbox for this feature, which is kind of handy. But it's got the nice exile blue markings and light ups and things. Be good for someone that's making maybe some kind of Macari, not Macari, but mech kind of robot kind of thing. It's a good steering wheel feature. Um, who knows? There's all kinds of stuff you could use it for. And then we have the Oran tree table. Back off here so it can enlarge it a bit. Yes, it is chaos. It is water. Want a closer look? I can come over. There is the river. I've got it lifted above the ground a little bit to kind of make it look like she's kind of wading in it, because it's a very paper thin. It's not an actual thick kind of. It's not swimmable or anything. But you got the river, and then you got many versions of waterfalls here. I've just got them all set out for example. It's all moving, which is good and bad. I think for those of us that would, like to make sinks and tubs and pools and things like that, we would probably prefer water that isn't moving like it is here. Just maybe kind of, I don't know, you have those little still pond effects like they have for the fab kits. They don't look like they're rushing water. But I'm happy that we have at least this. It's a start. It's them moving in a positive direction as far as giving us kind of like effects features rather than just, I mean, they very easily could have just built a stony formation with the waterfall already on it, and then we'd have to, we'd be stuck with the stony formation. Now we have the luxury of just building it in ourselves, and that's really thoughtful of them. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Same way with the ivy. I really love the ivy bits. But look at the design on the tree table. Isn't that cute with the little butterflies and the leaves? So for all you Oran lovers out there, that's some nice, cute little furniture. Of course, you don't want it that huge. You almost use it like a roof covering there because it's so big. But I just wanted to size it up so you can see it better. The next thing on my list is the grain sack pile. You have your typical grain sack with the wheat stuff kind of sticking out. Well, now we have a pile of them. It kind of saves time if someone wants to have like a storage room, showing that they've got a really nice big pile of food storage or something. It saves them having to put in each individual sack of grain. Now they have an actual pile that they can just slap in there. Again, sometimes it's nice to have individual items when you don't want to use it as a full stack, but when someone does want to, it saves them a decor count. Because, I mean, you can shrink this down and only have a few of them showing, but it's just handy to have that option. I'm sure the table can go as large as the 8 point, because currently, well, at least on live, you can shrink it down to like 0.01 and then you can bump it up. Now, if I just do it standard, it goes up to 6.7, but I think I can manually force it to go up to 8. Okay, maybe not. It looks like they have it stuck. Because on live, you can bump it up manually. So that may be something that people will have to be paying attention to, because I have heard some that have been copying their characters over that already have houses built, that their houses have kind of gone wonky, and that could be why. So those of you that have been doing oversized items and undersized items, beware. That might kind of go out of wonky for a little bit. Like I said, I haven't tested it myself. I'm currently in the process of copying my main over to the PTR to kind of have a look at that, because I have done a lot of oversizing and undersizing, and I'd like to see how any of the changes they've done kind of affect it. But it's pretty big. You could use it as like maybe platforms to going up to a tree house or something. Build a little seating arrangement. And things like, yeah, jumping puzzles, that's another thing, little platforms. You can start off with like gradually building them up from really small to sizing them up, like so. Okay, let's see, where were we? Next one is the curved, oh man, I can't spell. The curved snowy tree. Lots of people have been wanting some snow-covered decor, and now we have it, folks. There's you a tree. So now, for those that are looking to really flesh out their snow scenes, you could pop that down and have little snow piles and whatnot. Looks pretty cool. We've also got the snow frosted pine tree. Just some extra snowy features. And then now we've had this one for a while, the little palm tree here. And that was okay, but I had said when I first saw this, I thought, man, I wish they had a traditional palm tree. Well, now we do. Look at that thing. It's its own version of a palm tree, but I love those leaves. How cute is that? Got some little barnacle things growing on it. But for somebody that's looking to make a beach scene, or in fact, I know of a few houses that have that kind of effect going on, or a pirate cove or something like that, this is going to be ideal. You could put some bananas in there to make it look like a banana tree or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's a pretty awesome little tree. And let's see, the final thing that a lot of people are going to be in love with is the rock section. Hold down here, because we've got a lot of new ones here. We've got the gray step. This is just a single stone. Kind of almost a tier shape. Then you got the gray rock step tiered. If I can. It's kind of like, it's not just a flat surface on the top, so you could really like size this up quite a bit and make like a gradual walkway up towards something because of the way it's shaped. But it's just a different kind of stone there. Then you've got the curved whirly rock. For everyone that's been asking for rocks, so we've got plenty of them now. So you got the swirly pattern. It looks almost like a broken rock, where it's been like chipped off, and it's a really odd shape. There you go. You got your swirly rock that's kind of smoothly curved on one end. Then you got the round swirly rock double. And just size it up a little bit so you can see. You got a swirly here and a swirly on this side. I'll just leave that one there just for looky. Then you got the sandstone step. Essentially like the first one, but rather than gray, you have this nice yellowish color. Has some nice details to it. Again, it's also kind of tear-shaped. Then you have the sandstone stepped version. Again, much like the other one. So, you know, if you want to do a version that's more like Mulgrave or something, these will work really well. We also have snow dusted rocks. Perfect for your snow plot. We have a snow dusted tall rock. So if you don't want the rock showing, you could dip that down in and have like a little snow covered peak or something if you enlarged it up quite a bit. It sinks down pretty good. Yeah, these will come in handy for a lot of different themes. Okay, and then we have the snow dusted sandstone. It's nice that they kind of did it for both types of rocks. Whoops, looking the wrong thing. And then the snow dusted sandstone tall. We'll leave that one out. You got both versions, the regular gray rock and then the sandstone version. Nice. I like the variety. So that's a peek at some of the new items, so at least the ones that are available on the vendor itself. It could be that there are quite a few items that have been added to, like the dungeon loot tables and of course world drops and things like that. I'm sure there's probably some located on some of the vendors that I haven't come across. But like I said, currently these little NPC decor are only available through Madame Faye's Fortunes. And it just so happened that we had the opportunity to play around with some of the coins. In fact, I can do another one just to see what we get. So you have your coins here. If you have them, it'll show up here. And this little contraption, you just drag it over here to spend one of these coins. So we'll pop it over there.
Big folk get cards.
Not that I've seen yet, Chaos. None specific that I can think of. But like I said, I really haven't gone out and taken a look to see what all might be out there already. But so it's possible, and it's just I haven't come across it yet. Anyway, for this, when you spend a coin, you get 3 cards, and that means basically 3 prizes. And earlier I got like some omnibits from it. I got 3 omnibits from one of them. I got a little bag of gold, which I think it was like 2 gold and something. And then I got the Macari NPC decor that you see out on the plot currently. This time around, it looks like I got a dye loot bag, which I don't know what that might be. Got another bag of omnibits. And the Exile Guard transfer papers. So now I have another NPC. So I'll just collect all of those. And it tells you collect. And if you notice the little carrot here, which I love, fills up every time you cash in one of these coins and collect some rewards from it. It fills up. What happens after that, I don't know. It just says, when the meter fills at max, a guaranteed special reward will occur. What it is, I have no idea. I haven't heard anybody talk about it, if you've done it or not, so we'll see. I've got a lot of coins to spend, so maybe I'll get close to filling it up or go ahead and fill it up all the way when we do it.
That look not good. Too bad, so sad. The spirits have spoken.
Anyway, so let's see what the dye bag had. Solar flare dyes. You know, it's one way of maybe collecting some new ones that you didn't have before. And of course, there's the Omni bits, probably 3 again, and then the Exile Guard transfer papers. Yay, it's an Orin. So let's see. Female style 1. And there she is. Hi, buddy. Doesn't look too like ready to strike me. She's not in like a strike pose or anything. Got her camo clothes on. But it looks pretty cool. I mean, for those that have been wanting to populate their houses with NPCs, this is one way to do it. Maybe because she's not in like a battle stance or anything, she would work for other ways. Of course, she's got her claws out, so that might be a way, but still, it's a fun addition. I'm sure there will be adding other things. I do know that they upped the mannequin count. I think before you can only have one or two, and now you can have up to 10. So that's a plus. For those that like to have them posed around their plot or whatever, that's a handy dip. But the thing about these is they actually move. They have animation. Really cool. They don't talk or anything from what I can see. So it's not like you'll be flooded with like NPC chat while you're standing around them or passing by them or anything like that. They don't interact as far as I can tell. When you don't have the toggle edit mode lit up, you don't oh, there you go, collector. I don't know if she like, yeah, they don't interact with you in any way that I'm aware of. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking for that. I'm sure that animal NPCs will be following if they aren't already in there somewhere. Because if they can do it with the people, they can do it with the animals too. And a lot of people have been asking for that. So something, you know, they've just been wanting to do. Just a reminder, it's now about 7:45 my time. Just in a little over an hour, we're supposed to be having some maintenance, and all the realms will be going down. I don't know if that includes the PTR. I assume so. But just a fair warning for those that haven't had a chance to log in this morning. If later they try to and can't, that would be why. We're having some maintenance. It's only supposed to last a couple of hours, but anyway. So let's try our luck again just to see what we get. I mean, I've got the coins, why not spend them? So we drag the little ball.
Fair consult cards. Find out Big Fox prize.
Little hair filled up again. So what are we gonna get? We'll do this one first. The money. More money. That's different. What do we got? Trade skill crate. Random assortment of trade skill material. So, you know, it's a gamble what you're gonna get. Let's try another one. Go for the middle first. Money. Like trade skill stuff again. And, ooh, Protostar Premium die. So it's either Black Beetle, Lava Chrome, or Sunset. How awesome is that? Let's see. Let's see which one we get. Yeah, Lops. I would love to have some Protostar guys myself. A Protostar NPC that you could put in, because I'm constantly putting in like little Protostar plushies as the ones that run all of my plots. So having an actual moving one to be standing there, that would be totally cool. Okay, so the trade skill, wow, look at all the junk. Got some skin toil, reinforced leather, scraps, natural hide. I'm just making some room in my bags here because I have very little bag space, as you can see. That was, every time you get the gold, it changes. I got 2, then 6, and then 2 again. So it's always a gamble on that. As far as the light, I got the sunset dye. That doesn't look very sunsetty to me, but I don't know. I'll check it out later, maybe. Sounds like I'm eating my dye. Okay, let's see what else we get.
Mystic shinies bring spirits. Watch!
I don't know if housing items come from here except
Blessings from
the
shiny.
NPCs. So far, that's the only housing thing I've gotten from here. But Dominion Guard papers again. There's another dude. Rune crafting crate contains an assortment of rune crafting components. And another Dominion Guard. So I got 2 guards that time. The gray, not sure what you meant. Sorry. High rune fragment. Wow, that didn't have it very much at all. Okay, looks like I got a casting guard and a Tua guard this time. So let's have a look at what they look like. Put the Cassian one here. And where's the Tua? Yeah, I'm just kind of gonna have a whole army here soon. Oh, look at this one. He's got his big old gun thing. You could use them as test dummies, maybe. You know, instead of using the little straw guys, you just put one of these out and shoot at him for a while. And then here's the Cassian one. This one looks like he's just kind of lazing about, and these two, like, they're ready to fight now. Okay, got a few more. Let's play around. While we're here, might as well.
Magic swirly thing! Does magic swirlies?
She's kind of crazy. Some omnibits. Ooh. Star Captain costume chest. Ooh. Contains 1 random Star Captain costume piece. Got the chest, the hat, shoulders, pants, gloves, or the boots. Well, let's hope we get a cool piece from that. And then another Exile Guard. Yay! Yeah, Well, I imagine there will be people that will like maybe do like a live person chess game, have a little chessboard and have these little people kind of moving across the board. Um, you know, obviously they won't be moving, but you can just place them on there. That would be kind of funny. Okay, let's see what we got. More omnibits. Starcaps 2. Figures. Get the shoulder piece. Lame. I hate shoulder pieces. I really do. And exile. Ooh, Granok. Cool. We'll put him out. Have a look. Put him here. Got his camo on. Ready with the big old gun. We'll call him Bob. He looks like a Bob. It's a good way to check as well for your scale. If you're trying to see if a house looks kind of too small for somebody or too big for someone, it's a good way to kind of say, hey, just pop a little NPC out there and see how it looks. Okay, a couple more times with the crazy love lady.
Yes, faces. Face speaks. Big folk wish granted.
Almost to the halfway point. Crafting stuff, and rune crafting stuff. Nothing super exciting. I don't know what else stuff is available here. I haven't really heard anybody talking too much other than the guards. Runecraft, Exile Guard, Omnibits. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this last one here. Yeah, he looks a little like, huh? Just kind of standing there with his sword out. Oh, Galaxy Grenadier costume chest. It could have a hat, a chest piece, shoulder pants, gloves, or boots. Come on, make it a hat or a chest piece. Those are the cooler parts. That's what I'm looking for. And another exile guard. Okay, so we got a couple of goodies to play with here. See what we got. Got another Granok and a Mordesh. Coolios. Get rid of some of this stuff in the bag. Seeds. Ugh. Again, lame. I want a hat or something that looks kind of different. But I guess, you know, if you're going to be trying for the whole set, you'll want all the pieces. But anyway, let's see what we got. Just another, it should be the same guy. Yeah, it's the same guy because it's all style 1 as far as I can tell. But that implies that they're going to be having other versions. There's the Mordesh one. She's got a sword as well. That's pretty nice. A loop hoverboard. You mean loop or lob? I'm not sure. Looks pretty mad. Okay. Yeah, now I'm up to 12 omnibits, and that was just from the collecting from the bits. Again, I wish I could show you more of some of the stuff from the loyalty program, but I can't because yesterday I had like way more points than I do now. And for some reason it's dropped, and so I don't have access to any of that. But let's see, I think I've got some more fortune coins that I can claim. We could gamble a bit more. A lot hoverboard. I don't know. We've got so many hoverboards. I'd rather just what a curd would be okay. A curd mount. I think that's what they're called. Those usually those pack animals.
Fortune for a shiny. They love shinies.
Oh, okay.
Shiny, shiny, shiny.
I see what you're talking about now. The Protostar Spider Rider. That would be
Pick up
cool.
shiny. Any shiny. Shiny, shiny, shiny.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be lucky to get any of these purples and stuff. I get all the junky stuff.
Give a shiny and
We'll try.
yes. Now big folk wait while Madame Fay do magic.
Fingers crossed we'll have something nifty. Of course, this is just PTR, so whatever I get, it's not gonna stay, but some more dye. I guess that's a carrot table or something. That's what I need. I need some carrot furniture for my character. Dominion Guard, and cool stuffs. I'm just spending all my coins, just blindly. Kind of addictive to see what you get. But I'm sure that's why they put this in here. People want to gamble and try and get the goodies. I'm going to have to check here shortly to see if I've got enough room in my inventory, because like I said, it's kind of limited. Die. Another die. And money. Let's see what we got here. Pumpkin green. Skeech blue. And a faded pink. The picture didn't change. That one was 2 gold, 2 gold, gold, and 2 gold. High Earth Rune, something or other. Then the Cassian Guard. And the Draken. That's new. We'll put those out here in a minute. Spend some more coins.
Fay is fortune teller. She sees future.
Yeah, I probably could. I just haven't gotten to it. I'm having too much fun doing the fortune cookie thing. Service token stack. I think the service token is used for a variety of things, including at the chop shop thing, and I think you can change rune slots, like roll a different one or something like that. There's all kinds of things I think that's used for. Protostar Premium Fab Kit. Not sure what that might be. And another Dominion Guard. My aim is to try and see what this does when you fill up the thingy. There it goes. Ooh. Got a gold card instead of the regular one. Yay! Got the lop one. Little package. Contains the hoverboard plus all of the flare pieces apparently. Now that's pretty sweet. How lucky was that? Okay, let's go check that out. We gotta see. First we'll check out the premium thing. The Marauder Cove Fab Kit. I wonder if we can use that now. Let's see. It's a you buy some. Oh, it's like the ones in like Whiteville and stuff. Huh. Oh, let's just place it for the fun of it. There we go. Just to have a look.
Granted.
Plot ticket. Well, there's a bunch of NPCs on this thing. Look at that. For gambling. There's a book on it. I'm not gonna get into that, but that's pretty cool. Oh, look at their grill. They know how to do some cooking now. Look at that. Uh-oh. Is that guy like floating? What is that? Like a raccoon or something. I'm not sure what that is. That's pretty nifty. I've seen some plots where they like to kind of make it look like just a bunch of vagabonds or something. Here's someone here sleeping. That's pretty handy for them. There's one that's got like a copter tail. There's your sneak peek at one of the new fab kits. Looks to be mostly just cosmetic. I like the little lines and things. It doesn't look like you can interact with them or anything. But pretty cool. Okay, the other thing was, of course, we got another Macari, more cash, and then of course the hoverboard. Have a looky. Let's see. Just mount up on it plain just to see what it looks like. And then we'll see about customizing at the front. It's a little dream catcher. How adorable is that? The rear and the side. There you go. It's all blinged out now. Pimped up. Oh, he shoots out little stars and stuff. It looks like a lopped hookah stuck on the back there. Oh, that's so funny. Let's see. As the one pointed out, I do have some points. Uh, I don't have enough for the technophage board apparently, but they have like their own little featured. It's kind of like other cash shops I've seen where they have like all of the like the sales that they might have or the things that they're really trying to push you to buy, uh, like little mini advertisements for what they think people might be interested in. Again, I'm not really going to go through all of them. Mostly the ones I was interested in was the housing kind of stuff. And so far, they really don't have too much here. I imagine there's going to be lots more, like these decor packs. They've got an Orin collection. I'm sure they were going to have other race collections as well. And the remodeling ones, they've got the metal ground, it looks like, and then the falling into the sun sky remodel. Now, from what I understand, there's been a few that's talked about how it kind of makes them a little nauseated or kind of plays with their mind a little bit. So if you're prone to uh, motion sickness and stuff, that might be one you want to purchase with caution because there are a few that kind of give you that weird effect kind of thing. So, and of course the unlocks, which we already did a few. Um, they have the usual what you'd expect for costume and character and hollow wardrobe stuff, but the one a lot of people will be interested in is the increased decor limit. We've already bumped it up once, and like I said, the NC coin, or what do they call it? Yeah, N coins, N coins, is about double what you'd have to pay for the Omnibits. But since I guess the Omnibits are kind of slower to obtain, you know, you'll get them eventually, I guess. So if you're willing to wait and collect them as you can, then you can eventually get this. But if you can't wait, then pay some cash and there you go. I don't know how much they're going to cost. I haven't heard anybody talk about that yet. We don't know what the actual real money price is going to be for them. I guess we'll see. And of course, like I said, I did have a bunch of things. All of these were unlocked yesterday for me, and now they're locked. So I can't show them to you, but there was like some pets and dyes and costumes and stuff that I was planning to show off because I even claimed the formal costume set, but it's currently, again, not accessible for me. I don't know what happened. The access I had before was a lot higher, and then it dropped overnight, so I don't know what's up with that. But I do know that anything that you purchase off of the 800 coins cost $10 according to Bash. Well, that's interesting. It's not too bad, I guess. So in theory, you could buy a couple of things for not too much money. But again, a lot of people aren't going to want to do that, especially if they're already subscribed. They'll probably rely mostly on their loyalty rewards and such. But yeah, there's also a daily login bonus that you get. Day 2 hasn't, I guess, officially started yet. I think it's 11:12 my time. I'm not sure. Can't remember now. But every day you get a little prize for logging in, so that's an incentive to at least check once a day. Yesterday was the Nexus Survival Kit, and I think it was, yeah, I think it was the Go Juice, and like some food, and I think the Vindy shots here. But as you can see, there's all sorts of things that you can get from it. There's service tokens, flasks of different kinds of uses. There's a housing decor bag. This one is a companion pet. Dyes, runecraft stuff, omnibits. So you get a few from that for just visiting every day that you work in. Now, I don't know if, I assume if you miss a day, you just miss that prize on that day. So if there's a particular prize that you're wanting, I guess it means be sure and check in. I don't know if it resets if you don't come in for a day, if it bumps back down to day one. I don't know how that works yet. It will be interesting to see, because there may be those that only log in on the days that they want the goodies. I'm not sure. Elder gems, uh, costume pieces, bot face. Just looking, giving a quick rundown of some of the stuff that crafting vouchers, renown, toys, all sorts of nifty little things. But it goes all the way. Here's a housing sky unlock for a warm sunset. That sounds interesting. A female Cassian welder. So they're going to have different types of NPCs, apparently, not just the guards, which is as interesting as well. Another housing decor bag, omnibits. There's a mount, or it's the customization thing, the set. I don't know if that includes everything. I would assume so, but here's another toy. In glory. Housing ground, Drusera's dream. Well, there'll be some people excited about that one. That would be a nice little bit, I would imagine. Human male welder, NPC for your house. Yes, I'm just kind of skipping over. I'm only interested in the housing stuff. Another toy. Just keeps going and going. And I'm sure once those days have passed, they'll probably add other stuff. Another housing decor bag. Another costume piece. Looks like every 2 weeks or so you get like a major prize. But again, I would think the incentive is to regularly log in every day consistently, like continually. What do they call it? Where you don't miss a day. Here's another welder. So I don't know if you miss one, if it resets to day one or what. There's another toy. Costume. A title. Blogger. Funny. Human female welder. Another toy. And for day 180, get the War Pig ground mount. Isn't that pretty fun? So 180 days from day one to get the pig mount. You too, Chaos. I hope you have a good night. And thanks for dropping by. So anyway, that's a pretty good quick sneak peek of some of the things. Again, I would like to show some of the other stuff, but I just don't have access to it. Um, I know there's supposed to be a sky uh, thing for Shades Eve. Looks like a giant pumpkin in the sky instead of this, like a pumpkin head or something, pumpkin face. Or that's what it reminded me of. I've seen it on some other video. Um, the only thing I was able to show was the Ocean House, but of course you have to have the loyalty tier 6 thing unlocked for that, which I don't. I did yesterday, but it changed this morning when I logged in. That's kind of what it looks like. It looks like a statue up top, or a couple of statues back to back, and kind of like just one of their metal tower things with the chains on it, and then inside it's metal. So for someone that's into that, I know there's a lot of disappointment that there isn't a Mordesh home or a Makari home. Supposedly that's coming someday, but not today. But definitely a lot of nifty new decor pieces I'm excited about, especially the water and the rocks and the tree. Well, everything. Everything looks cool and nifty and new and shining. You just want to use it all. And of course, we got our first look at one of the new fab kits, which was nice. So yeah, there we go. Like I said, I am in the process of copying over my main character because I'd like to see how the changes to the size of the plot and also the way we can size items up or down. I want to see how that affects what's already currently placed. By the sound of some of the others talking in the zone chat, there's a lot of squirreliness going on. So I'm copying, I think, two characters over that they have some builds, and I want to see how it affects, because anyone that's currently building on something with the thought, well, I'm going to have this cool sky that I'll be able to use in my theme, may be disappointed if when free to play actually hits and all of these changes come in, it can severely distort whatever they've already built. A lot of people may choose to just kind of wipe the slate clean and start from scratch when it all comes out. I don't know if that's going to be necessary, but I'd like to have a look at how messed up things might look. Because like I said, in live, you should be able to manually size it up to, I think it's 8. And yeah, like that. If that remains, to me, it shouldn't be that much of an issue, but I don't know if just them increasing the size of the plot itself is knocking everybody's build kind of off a little bit. I heard somebody say something that looked like their house had been shifted. Because again, with the like bunker house or any kind of pre-made house you have, it'll be centered in the middle of this thing. So if your build doesn't center as well, then maybe that throws everything off. So like I said, I'm gonna copy a couple of characters over that already have some theme built home on their plots and see how it's affected, and I'll let you guys have a look at that. But I think I'm gonna get ready to head off. Again, we're getting ready to go into a hardware maintenance in about 40 minutes. And so the realms are going to be down. I don't know if that includes the PTR realm as well, but I know for sure the main ones will be down for a couple of hours. So just keep that in mind. If you try to log in and you can't, that would be why. But I've got some things I got to do this morning. I just wanted to hop in first thing this morning, an early kind of special stream, because usually I don't stream on Wednesday mornings. I wait till the afternoon because I do the housing tours. So that's a reminder as well. Anyone that's looking to have a look at some of the Dominion side housing tours for today, that will be at 1 p.m. CET time, or CEST time, whatever it's called now. I already have a selection of plots on my list, and hopefully all of that will be working. I know there's supposed to be the maintenance this morning. Fingers crossed that nothing goes horribly wrong. It should be up and running well before my scheduled time, but you know, you never know. But if all things go as they're planned, I'll be back this afternoon for the Dominion tours. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the sneak peek at some of the new items coming out, like the NPCs and all of the water effects and the ivy and the snow stuff, and it's just a lot of nifty items. And of course, these are the only ones that they're available from the vendor directly. I'm sure there's a lot of new world drops and dungeon drops and vendor items that you can purchase that I just haven't come across yet, because I have yet to set foot off of my housing plot, and I probably don't really intend to. We'll see. But I'm pretty excited about this drop, so definitely going to be peeking in here and there as I discover new things. I will be sure and drop back in and show them off. But for now, I'm going to be number one, getting some breakfast done. My stomach is really making some noise, so I need some food. But I appreciate those that dropped in, and I hope you had a fun time taking a look at the PTR stuffs, the incoming stuffs. And I'll see you guys later.